It's a very exciting and important time to think about the Supreme Court. There have been 4 eras in the Supreme Court's history: the founding, Reconstruction, the New Deal, and we're now seeing an originalist court that takes seriously text and history. That's led to a lot of changes in the law. Most famously, of course, it led to the overruling of Roe v. Wade and to new cases involving religious liberty. And this term, we're likely to see the court striking down affirmative action, as well as expanding the scope of the First Amendment and thinking about digital privacy online. So very big changes in store, and interesting and important to understand the legal arguments so that people can make up their own minds. Well, IP law tends to be less contested than the great constitutional issues involving affirmative action and abortion. But it is based on texts, and because this is a textualist court, it's really important to return to the text of the landmark statutes, the Lanham Act and the '76 Copyright Act. Both of those statutes are at issue this term in cases involving Andy Warhol's portraits of Prince, and also Jack Daniels, a parody that was made about it. These cases may well not break down on partisan lines. They could be lopsided majorities, but both involve the question of the centrality of the texts, and that's why it's great for IP lawyers to go back to first principles and read those texts and making their arguments. I had the privilege of knowing RBG, Justice Ginsburg, over many years, and the most important takeaway is that she's the most inspiring model I've ever met about how to live. Not only a productive life as a justice, one of the greatest advocates for women's equality in American history, but also how to live a good life, a productive and thoughtful of others. She was more disciplined than anyone I'd ever met. She would use every moment of her time for productive work or for focusing on the concerns of others. Whenever I think I'm wasting time or making a wrong decision, I think, what would RBG do? And I realized, get back to work, which was her main advice. Her mother told her to overcome unproductive emotions like anger, jealousy, and fear so that she could be her best self and serve others. And she did that more spectacularly than anyone I've ever met. It was an incredible honor to get to know her, and I was excited to be able to share her words, and each one of them is her words, in this book, Conversations with RBG.